Hello, beloved angels of great crystalline light. There are great crystalline rainbows and great crystalline bridges that are building upon themselves from the multidimensional fields of great quantum space. If you were to imagine now a crystalline bridge that spans across an infinite expanse, and yet within the infinite expanse there is a self-awareness that creates a beginning and creates a destination. Within that self-awareness, the bridge is built and the spans are created to support the necessary breadth, width, and length of the destination. We offer this to you today because the crystalline gateways are appearing with great majesty now. These gateways each have a relevance that is known at the, let us say, one level of awareness, and yet needs to be revealed at another. Perhaps it would be good to offer that the one level of awareness is where this bridge initiates, and that that which is yet to be revealed is where the bridge resides. Let us explain this to you with greater propensity, because within the shift, within the change, within the expansive knowledge of universal wisdom, it is an important moment when the crystalline bridge reveals itself and the gateway opens. The ignition of great dynamic DNA has been on your planet now offered several times through the time span, or we prefer the crystalline bridge, of momentous keeping of a sequential known event sequence. We offer this to you very carefully, and we choose the words that we can offer to you carefully so that you may study them. For what we are offering you is beyond the current conception of quantum science, and yet being attempted to be understood by many. It is not that it is beyond your capacity of the human brain to understand. However, it requires the unification of the crystalline DNA to fully expand. Your scientists are just now beginning to discover what they are calling ancient human or alternate human. They are studying and discovering a DNA expression that they are unable to contain within a paradigm of what DNA is and how DNA should be. Through the watering, literal watering of your world now, there will be a moment, and another moment, and another moment, where many of the ancient mysteries will be available to be touched, to be seen, to be analyzed by the modalities of the day. Your planet is not melting, she is flowing. As a planet flows, one must either flow with it or one will drown in the flow. This flowing that has begun will not stop, and it will indeed become greater, more powerful, and more distinct. And in the flow, there will be many who will cry and say, so much catastrophe, so many catastrophic events. Yes, indeed, this is one way to look at this based upon where you are as the crystalline bridge has revealed itself. To be on the bridge and afraid of the journey will see catastrophe. To be part of the bridge and expanding with it, trusting in this divine expansion, will see what must unveil itself. There are many moments of predetermined, abundant revelation that have been seeded from many millennia past and are now coming forward again. During the time that these were seeded at different levels of expression, it was known and clear that they would be safely, let us not say hidden, but safely quiet until the flow allowed them to be seen again. For indeed, to reach this moment of flow, there was an understood balance of technological revelation, spiritual evolution, and devolution. And that the, let us say, safety valve of the expansion and the ripening of the moment to be able to receive this information would come forward through Mother Gaia herself by feeling, sensing, knowing, and responding to the collective energy of the planet. This is not a moment of sorrow or fear, yet indeed sorrow and fear are present. However, this is not a moment of sorrow or fear. It is a moment where one can take these hands, place here, with fingertips this way. Imagine this area between the fingertips as your anchor of the crystalline bridge. Move your hands as if they are the gateway. Touch the hands in, anchor the bridge. Move the hands out, open the gateway, and you will immediately feel the movement of great energy within thee, arising from deep within the serpent of the Kundalini, a seed of divine crystalline wisdom that is ready to activate for those who are ready to be one in union with this again. To activate the anchor bridge, to open the gateway, to open the energy, to receive the seed birthing from the gateway. This seed has been held within, and yet the seed itself in some has already been destroyed. You may say, how can one destroy infinite wisdom? We smile and say to you, destroyed only in the third dimensional expression of form. The seed itself, when the third dimensional form seeks to destroy it, simply lifts and is resting, waiting to come forward in another seed. This is part of why there is such a, let us say, turnover in your population. Many seeds have been released and destroyed from this realm and sent back to the field of rest. The seeds are then coming back in. The cycle is coming in. The cycle is coming in. Yet in this moment, there are more seeds leaving than coming in. And the opportunity to bring this back into balance is upon thee now. Within the crystalline seed, within the genetic code of the divine, this, and we simply offer this word to assist you, let us use species of human, which you may say makes no sense, for human is a species. So we wish to expand that for you. This species of human carries with it the genetic code of the universal infinite in an expanded form. During the time that you call Lemuria, during the time that you call Atlantis, and during the very early time that you call the Egyptian pharaonic time, this genetic code was living, breathing, and assisting with the code of the earth itself. We seek not to confuse you with this, yet we offer this to you in this form, so that those who have activated the code understand everything that we are offering, and those who have yet to activate the code are in no way harmed by hearing or receiving this information. Sometimes it is simply the receiving of this information that will activate the code within thee. In your planet now, there is much being said about secrets and revelations, mysteries, ancient ways, and bringing forward again. Remember, beloved ones, of the keepers of the crystalline codes, of the gateways of the crystalline energy, that there are many here who have chosen to dismiss the crystalline seed, and that this choice is theirs to enrich the experience of the density field. It is not a shame, it is a celebration, for their choice offers them great depth in their experience. And for the crystalline code keepers, there is a moment ahead where there is a great clash upon thee. For within the crystalline code keepers on your planet now, there is an opportunity of reunification, and there is an opportunity of greater separation. Of course, the bridge is available and the bridge is open, yet some with the bridge have only aligned to the level of the density energy of their crystalline DNA, thereby igniting ever more the superiority experience. In the superiority experience, there is a great enclave of egoic presence that drapes itself in the crystalline energy. This is again nothing to be concerned with. It is simply an observation. And then there is the crystalline enclave that is ignited and ready to expand without the need to have great, let us say, admiration, to simply ignite, hold presence, and move forward. To seek admiration, to seek great, let us say, we choose this word carefully, public display, is to invite an anchored crystalline presence with the density presence. This is good, for it will indeed assist many to discover their crystalline DNA, and yet it is the middle of the cake. One has risen up from the density alignment into this middle of the cake, yet the middle of the cake never sees the sky. The middle of the cake is covered by the density layer and then the layer that sees the sky. Which do you wish to see? It is that simple. You may enjoy this realm and all that it has to offer in its full breadth, or you may enjoy witnessing this realm and notice the cosmic universe unfolding before you now as you continue the journey. The time of alignment has already come forward. The time of attachment or non-attachment has never been greater. All choices are open and rich and ripe. The abundant flow of the planet is inviting your flow to be abundant with it. This is a time, and there have only been several other times like this, where the manifest power of the divine energy within is at a level of extraordinary momentum. Your manifest power is at the time of extraordinary momentum. This is extremely beneficial to be aware of, because it can assist the capacity of the human brain to have mercy on all brain. If the human brain is preoccupied with that which is presenting in the flow of destruction, then the flow of destruction will be quite powerfully manifest. And of course, just the opposite. Just the opposite. If this human brain is able to be one with the divine flow of the crystalline reunified stream of light and the upliftment that is abundantly present, then the manifest form of thy experience is of that light. And of course, there is the balance of the one and the other. To be in form now is to be this day before. How do you now wish to bring forward this culmination for thyself, for this world? Because that energy is yours, and it is solely within your heart. It is solely within your field. It is solely within your energy. Pay attention and be bountiful. Pay attention to the flow. We offer to thee today the recognition that we who are speaking with thee now are indeed the unified cosmic stream of crystalline brethren, and in the energy of the blue star-born ignition, we wish for thee to remember now the cosmic way, the cosmic life. This planetary experience is shifting and must shift. And you are preparing, and you are prepared for the crystalline bridge, for the gateway, and for the recognition of all that has come forward now. Find for thyself a crystalline body of water. Find one where the color calls to thee. For some it is much bluer, for some the blue is greener. Find the call, study the call, take thy hands into the water and bring it over thy head. For the true ignition of new life comes when you are one with the flow again. You may wish to keep a small bowl of water in your room or your home, and each morning you gaze into the bowl and see it come before you as the crystalline body of water. You take the hands and open the bridge. You open the gateway, and then you go into the water and say, I accept the flow. From there, all is revealed, and more is coming. Feel our cosmic heart. Feel the anchoring of the crystalline bridge. Experience the crystalline gateway. Recognize the portal is opening and the flow is here. This world is watering itself. It is time for you to become one with it. And if not, it is time to become one in a world where you are ready to move on. Many are making that choice, and all is in divine order. We offer you the flow. We open the bridge and the gateway, so it